Well, boys and girls, we are also working with math and we're looking into learning numbers. Numbers. So if you did listen this week to the story about Two or My Two book by Jane Belk-Moncour, then you know that that's what we're going to focus on with math today. So I'm going to lower my computer camera so that you can see what we're going to do today. So, it's very important that you know this is number one. Down you run, and one is done. Again, down you run, and one is done. It's part of the poem of how to write your numbers. So the number one is down you run, and one is done. So that is represented with one. One cupcake. But this week we are doing two. So two is around and down and out you go. That's the way to make a two. Again, the poem says in there for numbers, around and down and out you go. That's the way to make a two. So, if I were to make two, the representation of two would be two cupcakes. And it's very important that you know the representation of two because it has to be 1, 2. When you are counting, if you are counting, you have to touch the object and move your finger to the next object and count. So this is 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. Now, I said cupcakes, but what about other things that you might have in your house? Let's say sneakers. Even though these sneakers are from Pete the Cat, because it's right here, I'm looking at it as something that I have at home. Okay? So I have two sneakers in different colors. Two sneakers in different colors. And again, around and down and out you go. That's the way to make a two. Again, around and down and out you go. That's the way to make a two. It's very important that you do practice number two, because if you already know number one, then you need to start learning number two as a number and counting. So, find things in your house that you know you have two of. It could be food, like two cupcakes. It could be two pairs of sneakers. It could be two pairs of shoes. It could be two pairs of shirts. You may have some dresses. You may have some books. You may have some color pencils, markers, crayons, things that you have in two. Now, two is a very good number because it's a pair. They go together. Even though these are not the same color, I do have another one in the same color of each one of these. I have another one that's red, and I have another one that is yellow, because this is yellow, this is red. This is yellow, this is red. So those are your sneakers. What color are your sneakers? Are they black? Are they white? Blue? Pink? It doesn't matter. What matters is that you should have one on each foot, and that's a pair. A pair means two. A pair means two. You may have a pair of glasses. That means you have two pairs of glasses. You might say, I have a pair of pencils. That means you have two pencils. Not one, but two. All right? So that's what we're learning today. That's what we're supposed to be learning all this week about number 2. And you need to practice not only counting, but also writing the number. And remember, smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.